Having faith in yourself. Have you ever wondered what that really means to you? Hi, it's Cheryl here again. Today, on our wonderful Wednesday, I just thought I would talk about having faith in yourself because the last 2 days I've come across a couple of things that friends of mine, hi Gloria, a couple of friends of mine were having a conversation just about some really tough things that we're going through in our lives as women. Now, I'm not saying, ooh, this can't be applied to men. I'm more focused on women. Women is, women are really a wonderful, we have so much to give. We have so much to give. Now, look, going back to what I was saying, I was having this discussion with friends about what is it that keeps you on track when all hell breaks loose, when you got so much going on. It's just about, it's just about driving you crazy. Now, we discussed it, and really, you know what it was? The one thing that gets you through the darkest times, the most difficult things, is when you have faith in yourself. We can all have our friends around to help us when we're down, or we need a shoulder to cry on, or if we're the friend offering the shoulder to be cried on. But what really comes down to tin tacks when you're trying to cope is who's in here, what's happening in here, who's on your side. And I'll tell you right now, the fact is, if you can find the faith in yourself to be able to do everything that comes to you, like really seriously, everybody is born with all of the tools to live their life, follow their dreams, and live in a state of joy. However, life is not so easy sometimes. You know, we watch television, or we read a newspaper, or we listen to what other people are saying, and it can actually erode away our belief in ourselves and our faith in ourselves, because we have this thing called comparison. We do a lot of time comparing ourselves, which is a waste of time. But what it does is it little by little, incrementally steals away your faith in yourself to be able to cope, because we keep thinking, I need to be more clever. I need to have read more books. I need to have done more courses. I need to have done more whatever it is that you think you need to have done more of. When in truth, that's not true. Not even close to the truth. Everybody has it within them to do this. It's simply about standing your ground, believing in yourself, and knowing, just knowing, no one's going to tell you about this, but just knowing that you can deal with every single thing. You can't deal with them all at once. Now, sometimes that's where our mind goes, oh my God, you'll be thinking to yourself in the middle of something going on in your life, and all the old stories come forward about this didn't go right, or, oh my God, it might be like that. Oh God, oh. But this is where we've got to stop and realize that we're only ever doing one thing at a time. Because where you breathe, breathing in, breathe out. This is where you live your life, is where you're taking a breath. It's called the now. And the only place that you're ever going to have to deal with anything, be it big or small, the only place you ever have to deal with it is in the now. And it'll only be the one issue you're dealing with in the now. Not all the stuff that you can bring forward out of the back of your mind. Not all the old experiences or all the chit-chat that we have in our heads. None of that. It's all about staying in the moment, knowing at your core you can do any damn thing. You can get over anything because you're only doing one thing. And all you got to do is just breathe in, breathe out, know that you can do it. Trust me, that's exactly all you need. It's that simple. Because that having faith, it's not gigantic. It's not a fancy hat that you're going to wear. It's not, it's so small having faith in yourself because it happens in the moment. It's not something huge. It's just something small. And when we use it, we then can get over the big things, the big dramas, the big problems, because all we did was breathe in, breathe out, and in our minds, just know it. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to write a story or explain yourself to anybody. This is private. It goes on just in your head. It's about in here. Just say, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Then what happens is everything comes back to the size it should be. You still breathe in, breathe out. And the next thing, the problems are gone. You're still breathing in, breathing out. But you have proof that that small moment of having faith in yourself, it's just a moment. In that one moment, saying, I can. That is having faith in yourself. It's just something that you'll use, you'll think about and implement right at the time you need it. That's what I wanted to say today, because too many women just don't feel strong, don't feel that what they have to say or what they have to give is of any importance. A lot of women discount their feelings. They think they're not worth it, they're not good enough, they're not whatever enough. It's an absolute untruth. The fact is, in my experience, women are the toughest, the most, what would be a great word? The staying power of women is unbelievable. It's off the charts, right? We keep getting told we're the fairest sex, or, oh, you're just a woman, or whatever. Fact is, we can do anything. I have never seen such power and passion as I have just recently in women. We're all coming forward. We're all standing our ground, and we're starting to stand next to each other and help those other women, help someone around you. Don't be negative, towards other women. We are all standing our ground, and we are all showing our brilliance. And it's not a competition. It's never a competition for women. In fact, competition amongst women is one of the most destructive things we can do to ourselves. Just look around. That's why the media and the people, the men that want to stay in charge, the elite, create this competition amongst women. Who's better looking? Who's this? Who's got the more boyfriends? Who makes the most money? Who's whatever. And all that happens is you're always going to feel like you're coming in second best, or just not good enough is a bit of a catchphrase for all of us. I'm just not good enough. I'm not enough. And that is absolute twaddle. So what's happening is I am all for women. I am going to stand my ground, and I'm going to lift up women, or lift them to me. Lift up. That's my gig, and I really don't have time for anything else. If you want to be a downer, that's okay too. That's your choice. But you can always flip and be on an up in an instant. So women, girls, ladies, gals, let's all Thanks, Gloria. Let's all just stand together, stand up, screw what we've been told. Let's just go with our hearts. It's all there. Everything is written in here. In here. It speaks so beautifully to us and for us that why not share this with each other? Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today, is just having faith in yourself. Now remember, having faith is not like you don't run around doing it every day, 8 hours a day. You're doing it. Hello, Kylie. You're doing that. You're doing I was just saying, Kylie, about having faith in yourself. It's not a hat you wear all the time. It's certainly not a quality that you have to use every single day. However, it is the one quality, I tell you what, when you bring it in, you're having a problem, you're having a drama, that one moment, if you just sit with that and know where you take your breath, breathe in, breathe out, because this is your moment, this is where we live, in the moment. Breathe in, breathe out. I can do this, or I can deal with this. You don't speak it, you just simply say it to yourself. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just that moment, and then you move on. That's my chat for today. That's what I wanted to talk about. How simple it is, how easy it is, but it's not a burden. It's not like, I don't know. It's just very, very simple, very small, but my God, so powerful. Teach your friends, tell your kids. We all learn by word of mouth, okay? Learning is more important, I think, for evolution when we learn from each other and not from, pre-done stuff like magazines, television, movies, because they're all about controlling you to do everything that's not authentic. Do you ever notice that today there's so many people bumping into walls, scratching their bum, but they don't know what they're doing, where they're going. They're scared of relationships, scared of jobs, scared of this, scared of that. Of course they're scared. Everyone's been taught to be unauthentic and taught to be scared. Anyway, coming back to what I was saying. It's simply about, now what did Kylie say? So that was me in the bathroom mirror on Friday. Oh, look, girl, you rocked it on Friday. I watched you and I cried. I thought you were so powerful, what you were saying. You stood your ground and you presented your message with passion and with love. I thought it was amazing. Thank you for giving the world that. And yes, and it does keep you, there are things that keep us in fear, for sure. But again, women, we swap, we are like little, it's hard to even say. We take in information on so many levels, mull it around, it's going here, it's going there. We're constantly adding. So it's not just one bit of information that goes in and then it comes out exactly the same. We add to it. We're women. We do great things. We do amazing things. And at our core, all we are is love. We want to help and we want to flourish. That's in our genes to do this. So, yes, we sure do. And we do. So anyway, that's my thing today. I'm pushing on with a bit of time. I had always thought I could do lives and I would just do 2 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. That doesn't seem to work that way. Depends on the topic. Some things are easier to talk about in a short period of time, but some of my ideas and the way I think are so large, it would take an hour to get it out. So for now, we just stick here. Hello, Alba. Anyway, ladies, look, if we all just stick together, be good friends for each other, which is not meaning get in each other's lives, be all busybody or anything like that. It's just be there, be kind, and know that each one of us is just the same. Even the girl down the road that looks so perfect and got the $1 million house and the car and the whatever, and then the other girl, maybe she's struggling or whatever. I tell you what, you peel the skin off take away the hair and cover the eyeballs, and every single person is exactly the same. We all want the same things. We all desire the same things. But in life, we go about it in very different ways. We grow up with different currencies in our life. Like a little girl that might scream and squeal to get her own way, and everyone keeps giving her what she wants. She grows up to be a woman that screams and has tantrums to get what she wants. Now, how far do you think that currency is going to go? It's not going to wash very well with most people because, one, they're not the parent of the child where they're loving the child so much they think they're doing something good, but they're not. So each one of us grows up in different circumstances with different challenges, but don't be fooled, because every single one of us is exactly the same in what we want, but we present in different ways. And as we go through our lives, we work out what works, what doesn't. We just keep formulating new currencies to get what we want, to get where we're going. And in fact, what I am about and the things I talk about is the stuff you put in place of those currencies. Because what you're going to do is put in place, you're going to have faith in yourself, which has got nothing to do with anyone or anything outside of your skin, right? I am all about finding the strengths that already reside inside you. You already have them. We just don't use them very often, so we don't have much of a muscle with them. But I'm about standing up and saying to every single woman, you already have it. It's already there. But we just get very confused in our way. We're trying so hard to be everything to everybody all the time. Really, it's a little hard to be yourself if that's your whole criteria, right? It's just, you just can't do it. You ask any successful woman and they will tell you, you can't do it. It's not going to work. So anyway, my thing is simply about, I'm all for helping people find the strength they need to stand up on their own, and so they don't ever need help. They can just get on with their life without needing to be picked up all the time or needing. That's fine. I'm not saying people don't need each other. Quite the contrary. But being able to stand on your own 2 feet and know in your gut, in your heart, and where your vibration, your human vibration is, to have such a calm feeling there and a strong feeling, knowing that it wouldn't matter what happened. Wouldn't matter. You'd cope. And that itself is like sitting in the most comfortable armchair in your head, or a bath with a wine or whatever. It's being able to just relax back into your thoughts and not freak out. That's it. That's what I'm all about. Now, getting there, there's plenty of paths to getting there. And everyone has different amounts of problems or dramas or traumas or hurts. We've all got them. Everyone has a story, multiple stories. That's fine. The only reason we have stories, negative ones, is because we felt that we couldn't cope on our own. But we can. We can. And this is where standing together, all of us as women, men too, but I'm about the female side of things, obviously. And I'm going to do every darn thing I can to impress upon every single woman that will listen. I'm going to tell you, you are loved, loving, and lovable. You are very, very clever. You are very, very talented and skilled, because you wouldn't have made it this far were you not talented and skilled. But deep within you, you hold the wellspring of enough love that you could burst, and there would be enough love to touch every single human on the planet and make everyone feel warm and loved. And I say this because I know this to be true, that because we're so locked down as women and locked up in our, what we think are our shortcomings or our we're not good enough, that we keep pushing pushing this power down. But in truth, it's absolutely true. One woman could open her heart and that amount of love would touch everybody. Here. Thank you for listening. It's time to get off here. It's 20 minutes again. It seems to be my regular amount of time. But thank you again for listening. And any questions, I'd love to answer questions. But it's just about, we can do it. We are there. We are strong. Stay in the moment, ladies. Just wherever you're at, wherever you're breathing, that's the now. If you're ever confused, where's the now? Where should I be living? It'll be where you're taking a breath. This is my now. I'm doing a live on Facebook. You're sitting looking or whatever. But this is where you have the power. You're fantastic. You're wonderful. Don't let anyone tell you anything else. You're great. Spread that. Talk to other women. Be kind to other women. And just let's get going, girls. Anyway, thanks a lot. It's been really, really great talking with everybody. Take care. Have an excellent end of week. And I will be back on Friday. Bye.